Hi there everybody, this is David, and it's my favorite time of year, fall! The holidays are now in full swing and the weather is just a whole lot colder and it gets dark much earlier, which gives me plenty of time to hunker down with some great RPGs, and we had tons last month that I'm still trying to finish, and a whole lot more this month, including my most anticipated game of the entire year. And I do think that that is worth a sub as I try my hardest to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. With your help, your like, and your sub, I do know that I can get there. So, pull out your pumpkin spice latte and let's get started going over this list. But first, we're going to have a word from our sponsor. So you may have played Triangle Strategy before on the Switch or the PC, but I can guarantee that you've never played it like this. Now, this iconic turn-based strategy RPG in the same vein as something like Final Fantasy Tactics is getting ported on over to the MetaQuest family of systems, and it's a whole other beast in virtual reality. With this new adaptation of Triangle Strategy, you'll get to view the battlefields in a whole new light. Really immerse yourself in it as you reach out and issue commands to your troops directly and move about the field, or your room, really, to see everything from entirely new vantage points. You'll even be able to take and place the battlefield down on flat surfaces, like your desk or your table, and experience the combat as if it's unfolding right before your very eyes. So if this looks like something that you want to experience for yourself, please just click the links below to learn more. And now, let's get on back to today's video. First up, we have Far Magia, releasing on the PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC on November the 1st. I've been looking forward to this one ever since I first saw it announced. Here we have a combination of both a farming sim along with like monster raising sort of stuff, as well as, fighting. Here you'll be commanding your army of monsters as you explore and battle across the treacherous lands of the underworld, collecting resources to take back your farm. And there, you'll upgrade your skills, providing more monsters to nurture and developing their traits in order to aid you in your underworld battle. This looks pretty unique, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Number 2, Metal Slug Tactics, releasing for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC on November the 5th. Although the Metal Slug franchise is really long running, it has never actually had a tactical RPG among its ranks. So now we do. And here you'll be leading your squad to victory with the perfect blend of classic action as well as tactical depth. Here, you're going to be commanding the Peregrine Falcon squad as you do everything in your power to make it through the enemy lines to take down the evil Donald Morden. So go out, assemble your team, and rewrite the rules in this modern tribute to a cult classic. Number 3, High School Crisis, releasing on the PC on November the 6th. Here we have a dungeon crawler, and you can actually see your friends and foes on screen before you engage with them. And this here tells the story of a group of high school friends fleeing their school, which has been plunged into a demon realm by a natural disaster. Unfortunately for them, though, the school has been transformed into a maze, and they were sucked into another world inhabited by strange creatures. So, they're going to need to figure out how exactly this happened, and if they can ever return to their own world. So, go out and wander the halls, and fight off the demons in search of answers. Number 4, Mario and Luigi Brothership, releasing on the Nintendo Switch on November the 7th. I love the Mario and Luigi series. I definitely think that they're better than the Paper Mario series at least, and this one here takes place out at sea as the world of Concordia has been fractured into a whole lot of different islands, and it's up to you to reconnect them with the powers of your brotherly bond. Each island is wholly unique, from freezing landscapes to deserted islands or tropical rainforests and even bustling cities. You never know what you're going to run into next, maybe even some friends from the Mushroom Kingdom, like Princess Toadstool and Bowser. With turn-based combat and a ton of puzzles to solve, I think that this one here is definitely one of the best releases this month. Number 5, Phantom Brave, the Bermuda Triangle Remastered, releasing for the PlayStation 5 on November the 7th. Well, this year's a treat. Next year, Phantom Brave The Lost Hero is coming out. In anticipation for that release, they've decided to re-release this original game and remaster it for the PS5 so we can all get up to speed on Marona and Ash's adventures. This is a turn-based strategy RPG where you move around within a circle, kind of like the Growlancer series, but it is decidedly different from any other strategy RPG that you've ever played, as you have to confine spirits to various objects. Like, let's say for example, you confine a mage spirit to a flower, they'll gain some extra intelligence, but if you confine them to a tree, they'll grab extra HP and defense. It's such a unique take on the genre, and it's lighthearted and humorous, so I do think that you'll enjoy it. Number 6, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, coming out for the PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC on November the 14th. Oh my gosh, this year has just been crowded. We've gotten Rebirth, Metaphor, a new Trails game, Ease 10, Visions of Mana, but can all of that compete with a game that I played back in 4th grade when I was 10 years old? No, I don't think that they can. This is more than likely my game of the year because it's Dragon Quest 3, and I just can't. This is chronologically the first game in the Urgic trilogy, and it's the first to introduce job classes as well as class changing, and it's set in a fantasy world based upon Earth. You set forth to discover the mysteries of your long-lost father, while also defeating the Dark Lord Baramos. But now it's jam-packed with new quality-of-life features, including new bosses, storyline vignettes, and even a new job class. I can't wait. Number 7, Goblin Slayer, Another Adventurer, Nightmare Feast, releasing for the Nintendo Switch on November the 15th. Are you looking for like a throwback to simpler times? You know, those strategy RPGs that came out back on the PlayStation 1 like Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre? Well, then I have the game for you. This here is based upon the hugely popular anime series of the same name, though you don't need to have watched that show to understand the story of this one. You play as the Guildmaster, who is out to find an ancient artifact said to resurrect the dead, and along the way, a colorful cast of characters of course join you. But can you keep that artifact away from the Demon Lord's clutches? Find out here in this visual novel meets strategy RPG. Number 8, Toads of the Bayou, releasing for the PC on November the 19th. The spirit of the dead has tricked you and your group of wandering toads who are looking for a place to settle and thrive by trapping them in a cursed bayou and forcing them to face the evil that inhabits. So now these toads must band together to defeat his waves of minions and build a settlement. You'll control different toads, each with their own traits, bonuses, and weaknesses as you engage in grid-based combat. I personally love the pixel art, and it is a unique take as you'll have to gather and collect cards to make your moves during battle and fight off the evil dead. And finally, number 9, Touhou Spell Carnival, releasing on the PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch on November the 19th. While Toads of the Bayou is more of a traditional turn-based RPG, this combines turn-based RPG stuff with bullet hell shooters, so there's a lot going on here, along with a ton of different characters from the Touhou project joining up in the competition. Depending on the choices that you make, you will branch off into different stages featuring different opponents and different allies, so you can really build up your own ideal party, and each playthrough will be different. So if you're a fan of the series, you're definitely going to go to check this one out. So that's it for all the RPGs releasing this November. Now I gotta ask you, what RPGs are you most excited about? And which ones are you going to be buying? Let me know in the comments, and let's all talk and chat about it, because I definitely know which ones I am going to be buying. And if you like this video, here's another video that I really do think that you're going to enjoy. So please do be sure to check that one out, and as always, have a good day.